What's up, everybody? We are back with Groups at Home. Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to be walking through a series called Unhindered, and we're going to be focusing on the life of Joseph. So if you don't know who Joseph is or know his story, Joseph is this character we get introduced to in the Old Testament. He is the son of Jacob, Jacob is the son of Isaac, and Isaac is the son of Abraham. So at this point, we're about 3 generations removed from God's promise to Abraham that he would bless him and make him a father of all nations. And ultimately, all nations will be blessed through him, which we can see is the blessing that Jesus brings later on in the New Testament. Joseph's story is far from normal. He has 11 brothers who would later become the 12 tribes of Israel. But Joseph starts his story by being pushed into a pit by his brothers. And at the end of his story, we see Joseph in second command in Egypt, only second to Pharaoh himself. So how did Joseph get here? What factors played a role? And how did Joseph persevere through that? How did Joseph become unhindered? This week, we're going to be focusing on the pit. We're going to be focusing on his brothers' jealousy and the reason why they pushed him in that pit. What happened in their family before him to get them to this place? In groups, we're going to be doing a Geneagram. If you've never done this, it's a little bit like Ancestry.com. I remember a few years ago, all I wanted for my birthday was to get an Ancestry.com because I wanted to know more about my family that had been revealed to me before. So I got to go back and look at where my family came from and get some of their names and get some of their story. We're going to do something like that. Not as detailed, though. We're going to look at our parents, we're going to look at our aunts and our uncles, our grandparents and their parents before them, and see where there's brokenness, but also see where there's healing. I realize that looking back at our family tree can be difficult and very uncomfortable for a lot of us. In a lot of our stories, there's brokenness, there's divorce, there's alcoholism, there's abuse. But in that, Jesus brings healing. I'm not asking you to open up all your family secrets and share everything with everybody, but be vulnerable to the extent where you're comfortable. In that, Jesus can meet us there. He can provide healing. He can provide comfort. He can provide peace. He can provide our first step to becoming unhindered.